Hi everybody. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Dr. Bill Crawford. I'm a psychologist, a speaker, corporate trainer, life coach. I've had the pleasure of writing 4 books and doing 2 PBS specials. And this is another in a series of videos that I'm creating that are designed to help you bring more clarity, confidence, and creativity into everything you do. Today's video is focused on a quote by the author Printer Bowler. And by the way, for those of you who aren't on my quote list, all you have to do is go to my website, Ph.D.com, hit the subscribe button, and each week I will send you one of my favorite quotes along with 2 or 3 paragraphs about how to apply that quote in our lives. This is one of those quotes. And again, it's from the author Printer Bowler, and it speaks to how we create our experience of life. He says, by the thoughts we choose to allow into our hearts, we thereby choose to create our experience of life. We always have a choice. I like that for many reasons, but there's one aspect of it that I'm not real crazy about. And that is how some people kind of get hung up on whether we're coming from our head or our heart. Like, you're coming way too much from your head. You need to be coming from your heart. The truth is, the heart is a wonderful organ to pump blood, but it is not the center of our emotions or our compassion. You can have an artificial heart and still be very compassionate. Now, having written a book entitled Life from the Top of the Mind and going out and training on how to influence the way our brain processes information, you might understand how I would want people to focus on the part of the brain that actually helps us engage life in this very purposeful way. Now, I know what the quote means. It means those thoughts that we take deep into our soul, deep into who we are, and use as a guide for how we think and how we feel and what we do and how we act. And I'm a big fan of being very purposeful in choosing those thoughts. Matter of fact, one of the things I remember writing about in the past is how we always can't choose our first thought. Things will fly into our head one way or another, and sometimes they're supportive, sometimes aren't. It's whether or not we take those thoughts to heart or use them as guides. There's another quote I love from a Zen Buddhist who says that birds of worry fly over our heads, this we cannot help. That we allow them to build nests in our hair, this we can influence. So what I'm talking about here is being able to look at the thoughts we have and have some criteria for, is this a thought I want to take to heart? Is this a thought I want to use to guide my thoughts, decisions, behaviors in the future? So what I've done is created 4 questions, 4 top-of-the-mind questions, questions that can only be answered by the upper 80% of the brain, and therefore questions that allow us to be more purposeful in choosing those thoughts. The first question is, what was this thought, emotion, or action chosen on purpose? Did I decide to think this, or did I just find myself thinking this? The second question, which goes along nicely with the first, is, well, okay, even if I didn't decide to choose it, is it working for me? Is it serving me? Is it helping me create the life I want to create? The third question I love, it says, is this helping me make the statement I want to make about who I am? See, I believe that every thought, emotion, or action, everything we do, think, or feel, or say, makes a statement about who we are, not just to how others see us, but who we are from the inside out. We want to make sure we are making that statement on purpose. In fact, in my books, I use this concept of self-definition as our highest purpose, so that we're bringing certain qualities and characteristics to life in a way that defines us as who we really are. The fourth question I love, and I think you will too, it says, would I teach this thought, emotion, or action to someone I love? To a child, to a nephew, to a niece, to my best friend? Would I recommend this way of thinking to someone I love? See, that accesses the part of the brain that is the most nurturing and the most helpful and the most clear, confident, creative, and compassionate. I hope you found this valuable. I try to keep these videos short. Here's to you, bringing more clarity, confidence, and creativity into everything you do, and I'll see you in the next video.